Hey guys, what's up? I did some studying, of course, and this is going to be a original video. This isn't something someone else has found. So there's a great website that can just show you the circumference of everything. You just put in a value or whatever, and of course this is the Fibonacci sequence, by the way. Let me start with this actually, because I'm a narcissist, so I look for myself in things. And in the English gematria, 34 equals Aquarius, and that's my sign. I'm born 2/10/1987. And 34 is also actually equal to astrology. And it's weird how it's the age of Aquarius and all this knowledge is, coming forth. And then you can see 144 right here, and that's, of course, the elect, the 144,000 in Revelation. And 987 right here. I was born 1987, so another narcissistic thing for me to do. And I actually grew up in Houston, y'all, but I'm actually more in mid-Texas right now. And 610 right here was the main loop. That's the 610 loop. It encircles the main parts of Houston. And also, what else did I have in Houston? An 832 area code right here, number 29. 832-040, whatever. So there's just a lot of little things that, kind of spiral into my reality. And, synchronicities are kind of like spirals. They're just confirming bigger codes, when you zoom out. And of course, 21 right here, 210. It's my birthday. Anyway, let's get into some real interesting stuff. So I put in the circumference of a circle as 432, and it gave me a diameter of 137.5. Not only is 137 obviously significant, but 137.5 is the exact degrees in which Phyllotaxis occurs. Right here. The divergence angle of the Fibonacci sequence itself is 137. That's why the Freemason with the G sign is a right angle and then a compass on top. 90 degrees plus 43 degrees. 137. So anyway, so what does this mean? 432, when you square that, it's 168,620. That's the speed of light in miles per second. That's why 432 is so resonant. Okay, so the square of 432 is the speed of light. So when the circumference of a circle is 432, its diameter is 137.5. Okay, no one told me this. I found this out on my lonesome. I got bored and I found this out, okay? No one has told us that. So 137 has to do with the speed of light in some way, shape, or form. And obviously music should be 432 hertz and not 441. Okay, and then I got narcissistic and put my birthday. I put 1987 as the circumference, and what did we get as the area? 3141. Does that sound familiar to anyone? That's pi. Okay, so I put my year of birth, which is when Jose Arguelles, rest in peace, said a race of galactic wizards would return in 1987. You get 314,185. And the first four digits add up to pi, so I think that's somewhat significant. I put 276 as a circumference, and then I got 87. This has to do with Maurice Cotterell's discovery of the sunspots. 87 was the amount of days. I don't want to get too deep, but anyway, 276 was the amount of people saved in the book of Acts, and it's also a triangular number, just like 666 and 153, etc. All right, and as we know from the previous video, when we put the diameter as 86, which is Elohim, which is God, we get the circumference of 270.1. 2701 is Genesis 1:1. So if you put the diameter as God, you get the numerical equivalence of Genesis 1:1 as a circumference. So God is revealing himself in the first verse once again. Oh, and here's 808. The area is 5808. I was born 8:08 a.m. So I'll be a narcissist once again. I put 37 as the circumference because that's one of the first star numbers. Genesis 1:1 is actually the value of the product of two star numbers. 37 times the second star number, 73, 2701. Anyway, I put 37 and I find 11.777. It keeps going. Then 4657. I thought that was interesting. 4567. But lastly, 888. So 37 gives me 777, then 4 digits, and then 888. Okay, which is 888 is Jesus, 777, you know. I mean, just these numerical values are not a coincidence. All right. I put Jesus' name, his equivalent is 888 in Greek, Jesus. The circumference, the diameter is 33 point whatever. He obviously died when he was 33. That's a significant number. But the circumference is even more significant. The circumference is one of six numbers out of the first billion numbers to be not only a triangle number, but its double is also a triangle number. What's the double? My birthday, 210. So that if you have if the area of the circle is the value of Jesus, the circumference is one of six out of the first billion numbers that are two triangle numbers as it can double itself. Plus the diameter is the age of Jesus. This is all me, dudes. This is incredible. And keep going. I put the area as 111 because, you know, God is one. And there's a couple of Hebrew words. I think echad, which means one in Hebrew, is also 111. But anyway, the circumference once again is 37, the first real star number. Then the diameter itself is 11.888. God is Jesus. Once again, 888 is Jesus, plus the star number. In an area of 111. I mean, no one taught me this. This is just me going with the flow. Then I put 999. This is a significant number, 999. All the triples are significant and all are divisible by 37 magically. Anyway, you get a circumference of 112.0. That's the value of Adonai Elohim, which is the Lord our God. That's why you have that music group called 112. It's about God. Here's where I get even more narcissistic. Remember I had that video about Mayan math and I did the days between me and Friedrich Nietzsche's birth because Nietzsche fulfilled 5 different religions' prophecies saying a great teacher would come back in 1844. Anyway, the number of days between Nietzsche's birth and mine is 51,982. I've already gone into this years ago. What's the circumference? My time of birth, 808 and 223. What's that? Oops, my bad. I thought it was a Fibonacci number. Okay, maybe it wasn't a Fibonacci number. But anyway, me and Nietzsche are, as an area, our circumference is my time of birth. And you can go into my other videos involving that. Then I put the area as 808, my time of birth again. You got a circumference of 100. I thought that was kind of cool. 32 is also, you know, the 32nd degree Masons. Then I put 432 as the area. What do you get as the circumference? The second star number, 73. Okay, keep that in mind. Oh yeah, my birthday and his pi, I already did that one. I did 1260 as the area because that's an incredibly important prophetic number. It's the 3.5 years after, you know, the stone of Daniel 2 and Jeremiah 50 hits. Then we have 3.5 years of the devil running the world and then the false prophet taking it down or whoever. I found it interesting that the diameter was 40.0 because Moses received the prophecy, you know, in the 10 Commandments over 40 days and 40 nights. And that's just, you know, ties into the 1260 days of prophecy. My voice is caving in here. The area I put as 72 because of the precession of the equinoxes. It takes 72 years for 1 degree of movement in the zodiac out of 360 degrees. Then the circumference was 30.0, which is the average number of days in a month. So the area as 1 year precession, its circumference would be a month. I thought that was significant. Then I put 2160 as the area, which is a whole age of Pisces, an age of Aquarius, times 12 is the whole precession of the equinoxes. Then you get a diameter of 52 years is how I think of it. And 52 is an extremely important number in the Mayan math, once again. Right here, 52 years is the calendar round. And they go by the stars and the planets. They know the holy math too. See right here, a whole long count of the 12 Baktuns, which is 144,000 times 12. 144,000 is the book of Revelation's elect. Times 12, because it has to do with light, is 1872,000. Guess what? Well, what was I going to put in the area this time? 1872. What do I get? 153. It's not only a triangular number, but it's the John 21 is the amount of fish they catch, and it equals sons of God in numerically in Hebrew. Okay, so I put the Mayan long count, the whole long count minus the zeros, and I get 153. Okay, which is very significant, y'all. Let's see what I put the speed of light now as the area. 186,620 miles per second, which is 432 squared. What is the circumference when I put the speed of light? 153, 1.3, blah, blah, blah. Once again, it's 153 and it has to do with the speed of light. 1872 is close to 1866. But anyway, it's the same general area of numbers that are being shown here. All right, okay, I put 112 as the area, and I get 37. 112 is God. 37 is the first star number. I think I already did that one. Okay, hope y'all like that. This is the last one, 963. Very significant number, numerologically and Illuminati and blah, blah, blah. The area we got is 73797. I thought the 777 was significant, but since I'm a narcissist, I'm going to keep going. 0.680210210. 210. So when you do 963, significant number, you get a pattern of 777 plus my birthday, 210. Okay, I'll end it at that. But my main discovery right now is the circumference is 432 is 137.5, which is Phyllotaxis. And 432 squared is the speed of light. And then my narcissistic stuff where my year of birth is pi and all that. But judge for yourself, you know. I'm just here to show you stuff. I'm already a believer. I'm just here to convince other people in weird ways, okay? And then we got the Fibonacci sequence also kind of hiding my archetypes, whatever. I didn't choose my date of birth. I didn't choose to have this personality which makes these kinds of videos. My chart says I look for secret stuff, and I do it in weird different ways. And I don't care about authority. You know, like it says all these multiple different things, okay? And my YouTube is a complete personification of my birth chart. And apparently the archetypes are too of math. But anyway, have a good one, y'all.